guys, Maddie here, and today I'm going to be doing a review of a few different products that you might know. So I was online and I was looking for different makeup brands to possibly buy products from, and I really like to search on YouTube to find products that I might want to use, and I watch other people's review on the products to see if it's something that I would want to buy, and I discovered a place called Juvia's place. So I decided, why not go for the cheapest thing with the most things in it? So you already know we have all three palettes. This is like the beginner palette. I believe these were the first palettes that Juvia's Place produced. So we have the Nubian, we have the Masquerade Mini, which is the pink one, and then we have the Nubian 2. So I have opened these, I have played around with them a little bit, and I wanted to see what you guys thought of the product, and I wanted to make sure that if you guys wanted to buy something, that you could see it here first. Well, not first, I guess, because other people have definitely done reviews on it, but I don't think the people doing reviews have also done an eye look with it. I haven't seen a combination of the two. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna play with these, and on top of that, I also went ahead and I got her full coverage foundation. This is in the color Martinique. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Don't hate me if I pronounce that wrong, but I'm trying. So we're gonna be trying out these 4 products today, kind of see how they work. I'm gonna be using my brushes that I have in a cup and a beauty blender. So before we get started, I'm going to open up all of the palettes to show you, and I'm going to do swatches of all of them. Okay, so the first one we have is the Nubian palette, and the palette itself is pretty lightweight, but you can definitely tell there's something in it. And then on the back too, because this palette doesn't show the names of what each color is, but it does list it on the back along with all of the ingredients. And this company is cruelty-free as well, and it is designed and formulated in the US. This is the palette. It has 12 shades in it. So this palette has 4 pressed pigments on the inside, and then the rest are just regular eyeshadows. Let's go ahead and do the swatches for it. Alrighty, you guys, I finished swatching all of these. Here's all of them on my arm. So going this way on each row, I went ahead and I went all the way down my arm. The one thing I am not a huge fan of this palette are these 4 bottom shades. I like the colors themselves, but they are so similar. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's these last 4 shades. They're all very, very similar. I mean, the only thing that's fairly different is that this brown is a little bit lighter and doesn't have sparkles in it. But that's the main thing, the whole sparkles, is that this has sparkles, this has sparkles. This doesn't, but yet they look very, very identical. So I'd say that's the only thing that I wish was different. I wish they would have picked a different shade for it to make it better, I guess, but we can't win everything. Alright, so my arm is a little bit stained. I can't really do a whole lot about that. But we're going to move on to the next palette I have here, which is the Masquerade Mini. We're going to go ahead and swatch all of these as well. I'm going to move in the same direction that I did before, from left to right on each row. And then I will show you what they look like. Alrighty, you guys. Here is all of the different colors from left to right on this lovely palette. So this is all of the colors, and going down, I can read you all of the names from top to bottom. We have Chi, Molly, Dahlia, Zola, Makeda, Zobo, Calabar, Bori, Giza, Burkina, Cairo, Ada, Dahia, Zula, Casablanca, and Fulani, which is this bottom. So overall, I think this palette is really nice. I guess the only things I really have a problem with are the browns in this palette. Now, it could just be the swatch. We'll have to see how it works on the eye. But all of these browns seem fairly patchy and they didn't really want to pick up, at least on my finger. But we're gonna see how they work on my eye. In this palette, you get 16 different shades to work from. We have all of the beautiful colors, and then we have some like neutral red tones down at the bottom. Alrighty guys, so the last palette we have here is the Nubian 2. This is what she looks like. And once again, just on every back of these, it shows the pressed pigments and the eyeshadow, the name of each one, and all of the ingredients listed, and it tells you on the back it's cruelty-free. This palette is a 12 color pressed pigment palette, and these have way bigger pan sizes than the rest. It also lists the names underneath of each eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna swatch these, and I will be right back to show you. Alrighty you guys, so I went ahead and I finished swatching these for you, and here they all are. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what each of them are from top to bottom, and this is going from left to right in the palette of each name. We have Morocco, Madagascar, Sheba, Ya, Jezebel, Zuri, Cleopatra, Nefertiti, Nairobi, Layla, Kenya, and Egypt. So that is what each one of the colors are named. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wipe this off my hand now. So the one thing that I mainly notice about these palettes, the pressed pigments, a lot of the shimmery ones, they clump up just the slightest bit. It's not a huge deal, and I'm hoping that it'll blend out well. And I'm having still a few issues with the browns, but we'll have to see what it looks like on the face. So I'm actually going to be trying out a new concealer today as well that I haven't used yet. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear. So I'm going to be using that and see how well it pairs with Juvia's Place Full Coverage Foundation in color Martinique. Alright guys, so I actually decided to go ahead and put a hair thing on because I wanted to get both sides just completely out of my face. And I finished putting the moisturizer on my face, so I'm going to go ahead and put this True Blend CoverGirl Primer on my face, if I have any left. Alrighty, so now we have that finished. I'm gonna go ahead and take my beauty blender and this foundation, and we're gonna slap some on. Hopefully this isn't super thick, and it is. Hopefully I don't put too much on, but I'm not sure how much I need exactly. But I guess we'll find out if this is enough. Alrighty, we have the first layer I decided to put on, and you know, it looks pretty good in all honesty. It seems a little bit dewier than what I typically go for, but I'm not hating it, and it doesn't feel super cakey, which is awesome. So one thing I do notice is that it's kind of tacky, which I don't exactly mind. We'll see how it feels after I put some powder on it, but first we're going to use that L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer, And I've been told that this is very similar to Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. So we're gonna see if it works.
You see what I use for my foundation? Oh wow. This blends really well.
Alrighty, you guys, so this is my face as of right now. I'm gonna go ahead and let it bake, and when I'm finished putting my face on, I will be back to do the eyeshadow with you guys. So I will see you in a little bit. Alrighty, you guys, so I went ahead, I finished my face. It's looking pretty great. And now we're gonna dig into these palettes yet again. So just so everybody knows my opinion on this, as of right now, with me not wearing it for the full day, I really like how it looks. I mean, the powder went on really well with it. I mean, it doesn't seem tacky anymore after I put some powder on it. And all the other makeup, so the bronzer, contour, that type of stuff, blush, all of it went on very nice in my opinion. And I mean, obviously I have these pimples down here, can't really cover those, it's a bump, but other than that and any other bumps I have on my face, I'd say it's a great foundation. I mean, it's full coverage for sure, but other than those, I'd say that foundation's great. And just so everybody knows, in this foundation, it says there is 1 fluid ounce in here and it lasts for 24 months once it's been opened. So when I got this, there was a seal on here. Obviously I've used it, so it's come off. But now we're gonna jump into these palettes. I'm not exactly the type of look I'm going to be going for today. So we're gonna open all these babies up and kind of see what I want to do. I might go for more of a neutral glam look with like a pop of color. Or I could do like a bright pink. Ooh, I think I might do that. Decision made. Alrighty, you guys, I grabbed all the brushes out. So I'm going to go ahead and take this brush I have. It's by Royal and Langnickel. It's a crease and smudge brush. So I'm going to take the crease brush and I'm going to go in with the 3rd shade on the top as my transition shade. Wow, look at that just go on there. So beautiful. All right, we have our transition shade on. I mean, it blended out really well in all honesty. But now, this is when we go in for a huge pop of color. And I'm going to take this brush that I have. This is by Elizabeth Mott. It's a blending brush. And I'm going to be digging into the Masquerade Mini Palette. And I'm going to be going into the color Bori. 4th one on the 2nd row. It's super hot pink. We love that. And just look at the pickup on that brush. Not too much fallout when I hit it. Oh, hallelujah. All of the color. Wow. Look at how that just glazed on. Love that color so much. And then this is just where I'm going to dip back into the Nubian palette. I'm going to grab that transition shade again, just on the brush that has the pink. And I want to kind of blend the top of this out. And there's the pink. So I'm going to grab this brush. This is just a random brush I got out of like a Disney palette. I think it's the Cinderella one. I mean, come on, the color. And I'm actually going to spray this brush. Just the slightest bit. Like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and go into the Masquerade mini palette once again. And I'm going to grab the color Zorro. Look at that color, you guys. Like,
what's going on?
And I'm just gonna grab a different one of my palettes that has a mirror, just because I want to get all close and personal with myself. We're just gonna pack this baby on. Alrighty, you guys, so that's what it looks like. And then just to get the harsh line out again, I'm going to take the previous pink, the color Bori, and blend in between the two. That's what it looks like so far. And then this is where the surprise comes in. And I'm going to wipe down the halo section. Alright, you guys, I'm going to dip back into the Masquerade mini palette, and we're going to go with the color on top, Zola. And we're going to put that right in that halo. And I am using a wet brush for this. Here's the pigment on the brush. Alright, and this is what we have right now. I'm going to take that blending brush with pink again, mix a little bit of the Zobo with it, and a very, very tad bit of Delia, like the smallest portion of that blue, like so. And we're going to kind of blend her on the outside section of that halo. And then we're going to take a brush that I have not used so far, which is just a big old blending brush. And without any product on it, we're just gonna blend everything and make sure everything's all good, blended together. And then we're gonna dip back into that Masquerade palette and we're gonna go with Giza. We're gonna put her right in the inner corner. I'm gonna take this little brush. All right, and we're gonna dip into Giza. She's a little damp, the brush is. That's what it looks like on the brush. You guys can see that. And I'm gonna pop her into the inner corner. I want to wipe out a little bit of that excess color.
And we're gonna pop her in. Look at her go!
It's everything. And we're gonna take this little smudging brush that I have. And I'm trying to think of a really nice, pretty color. Maybe this dark blue. We're gonna dip into Cleopatra. Get her on this brush right now. Hello. Okay, got it dark enough. And then we're gonna pop her right on the lower lash line. All right, and we're gonna grab a little blending brush like so. And since on this side we have a little bit of pink showing through, I wanna grab Zobo and kind of buff her out.
And add more dimension to her.
And then for the finish touch, we're gonna dip back into that Nubian palette and grab that transition shade. And do it right underneath the lash line again. Like so.
Like so. Like so.
Alright. My result has come in. She blends so well. Even like, I know I didn't use a brown this time. I used like that transition mauve brown type color. That blended out really well. So I can only imagine how well the browns actually mix out. I just want to see if that pigment is there the next time. But I'm gonna go in and try to do my eyeliner because I need it to look good. So I'm gonna go off camera and I will be back when my eyes are done. Alrighty, you guys, went ahead and I did my eyeliner. The last thing I'm gonna do is be doing my eyelashes, my lips, and my highlight. Alright, you guys, I have finished my makeup using the Nubian palette and Masquerade palette and the foundation, all from Juvia's place. I would say that this is approved by yours truly. It's fantastic. It blends extremely well. The foundation's not cakey whatsoever. I mean, all of the other products that went on into making this look, they all blended fantastically, especially with the L'Oreal concealer that I used. I'm not glowing enough. I love my highlighter. Alright. But, you know, honestly, she looks good.
Thumbnail.
I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna post a picture onto my Instagram. Feel free to go ahead and like that. I will leave my username down below and at the end credits of this video, along with my Snapchat. It's a fantastic brand and I cannot wait to figure out more looks to do with this palette. I would highly suggest you guys to go and check it out. And who knows, maybe someday I'll get you a code for their website. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And don't forget to turn that notification bell on so you can see my next video. Thank you guys for watching and I hope you had a great time. Bye!